A woman who pays her own bills and puts food on the table is not afraid to be alone. What she is afraid of is wasting her time in another pointless relationship.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
Panderers profit off of a woman's pain or their lived experiences.
I think there's people like, obviously you have the Derek Jacksons of the world, you have the Steve Harveys of the world, you have the Ace Metaphors of the world, you have the Justin LeBoys of the world, you have the Pastor Poppy Dons of the world. These are people who play specifically on women's emotions to build up a fan base and then to sell courses or in some cases sell books. When Derek Jackson went through his whole thing with the cheating, he was being the guy that he was talking about for years. And you would have thought that he would have lost viewership or fans or whatever the case is. He lost them, but then the women came back and still supporting him. Nobody's holding him accountable for his actions. He actually gained more followers from women. He's clearly playing on the string, just like Justin LeBoy. Like every post he has built up a large following off of just saying shit like, if he's not sending you $500 in your cash up tomorrow, he don't really love you. Yes, that's right.
Like April Mason once said,
if you ever want to make a lot of money, join the dating industry and give women fluff.
And she's right. What's going on, everyone? This is your man, Brandon Geo, one half of Residual Impact. Hey, yo, check it. There have been quite a few people talking about the topic of pandering lately, mainly due to this specific clip right here.
You may not harass women. You may know how to take rejection. The majority of men that most women deal with do not. Yeah. And you are accountable for that as well. Because I don't got time to figure out which white people are nice, which white people aren't racist, or da-da-da-da-da. I have to go on the actions of the group. Right. The group as a whole and the history of that group as a whole tells me that they are a danger to me and they are not to be trusted. Right. And if you can understand that as a black man and your stance towards white people, then you should absolutely be able to understand women's stance towards you. Mm-hmm. It's not a war on you waged by women. Actually, the war get a little thicker when we start talking about it from the perspective of a woman and the greater society of racism and white supremacy being waged against black people. And then the patriarchal society being waged against women. So they have to deal with two elements. One of those elements we don't have to think about. And honestly, we're perpetuated. And it's perpetuated against us young to look at women as objects. Right. You know, to look at women only through the lens of a sexual desire and not as the human being that they are.
Now, I honestly don't think that that brother's a panderer because I just think that this gentleman is one who calls it the way that he sees it. And he doesn't just stick to one specific side. He talks about both sides.
I just seen a cool 45-year-old woman say, nigga gotta treat me like a princess. Your Grace, Madam Queen.
Matriarch.
It's time to grow up.
You're not a part of the royal family. You're a princess.
Go survey your land. You are not a princess. Your father is dead.
You're a queen.
You're a queen.
Princess treatment at 45 is crazy.
At 45, your Grace. I beg.
Does that look like pandering to you? I don't think so. However, because of the many examples of pandering that we've had in the social media space over the last decade or so, we know what examples of pandering are. But before we get into that, let's go over the definition of what it means to pander. Now, according to Google, to pander means to gratify or indulge an immoral or distasteful desire, need, or habit, or a person with such a desire, etc. The examples that they gave were newspapers are pandering to people's baser instincts. Similar, indulge, gratify, satisfy, cater to, give in to, fulfill. Essentially, telling somebody or showing somebody what it is that they want to hear or see until they're satisfied.
The more you spend on Chanel bags, the more your woman knows you love her. How's she gonna know you love her if you're not buying bags? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And I'm gonna just say it because it needs to be said. That woman is not a gold digger. She just wants a man with a lot of money who buy her things when she wants them. Is that a crime? It's not a crime. If it was a crime, I'd dial 911. There's only one thing I do when I get paid. I call my girlfriend, ask her, does she want my whole paycheck? 9 out of 10 times, she gonna say yeah. Okay, baby, I'm on my way. It's that simple. No more to talk about. Say less. Every time I see my woman crying, I don't even ask her what's wrong. I just cry with her. Straight to the waterworks. Ladies, if your man don't understand happy wife, happy life, you need to dump that man. I'm willing to be completely miserable for my woman to smile. True love.
Now, like I said before, there have been plenty of examples of panderers in the past.
A woman that's paying all her own bills, she doesn't need a what you doing text message. She doesn't need a what you doing later text. She needs a baby. I just cash apped you $1,000. I want you to call out from work on Monday. I booked you a spa date and everything on me. And your mortgage or rent this month, I got you. Your car note, I already took care of that. When you're dealing with a grown woman, you can't entertain her with childish conversations. She's either working hard to take care of herself or those up under her, or she's working hard to get to the next point in life. You can't bring luggage to a flight that's already took off. It's time for men to be men. If you want her time, show her that you understand that her time is valuable. All praises due to the Most High.
Listen, stop saying women don't cook like grandma, because some of y'all men don't pay bills like granddad did either.
You're too smart. You're too wise. You're too experienced. He doesn't want you because he knows he can't get away with the same bullshit that he can if he's dating some 20-something-year-old girl who has no experience, no life experience to see through his manipulations. He doesn't want you because he knows he can't clown around with you.
If a woman cheats on a man, who's responsible?
The man. Real men take accountability for everything that goes on in their life. I repeat, real men take accountability for everything that goes on in their life. If I chose a woman that cheats and she cheats on me, who's responsible? Me. I chose that woman. Real men are leaders. We lead in every aspect of our lives, but real men, good men, don't get cheated on. Huh? But you hear the weak men say, man, you know, I'm a good man and, you know, she cheated on me. A woman, regardless of her background, will never mess up something that's truly beneficial mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. Stop the cap. And any man that argues the fact has never been a good man, nor has ever been able to elevate a woman.
And speaking of panderers, what a loser.
There's two things a woman want to hear. Her Cash App and Zelle, and what's her full name and birthday. Book her a trip. If you really want her, do something different. Stop asking her to the movies, at the dinner. She can drive there herself. Do something no one else is asking her for. Take her on fucking vacation, you cheap, broke bastards. Otherwise, leave her alone. Let a rich demon come and get her. Oh, man, she need to be... Nobody want to hear about your spiritual future, motherfucker. She want to be on a plane getting back shots on a balcony.
Stop it. Get some help. Bruh. God damn.
Another brother on this list who I think definitely panders to women and has made a tremendous amount of money by doing so is Ace Metaphor. Now, I don't have too many bad things to say about this brother because I've actually met him a couple times, had conversations with him a couple times, but you can't deny that he knows what he's doing when it comes to this podcasting space. And it's made him quite a bunch of money. And I'm not saying that you need to go out there and just lie to women just to make a bunch of money. But remember what April Mason said.
If you ever want to make a lot of money, join the dating industry and give women fluff.
And that right there is coming from a woman who has been in the game and dealt with women for years, but decided to gracefully bow out years ago because she couldn't deal with women's shit anymore. But back to Ace Metaphor.
Getting sick of men saying that. I want a woman to be my peace. No, the f you don't. You want a woman that won't question you when you bring in chaos in her life, talking about be my peace. How you want her to be your peace when all you doing is bringing nightmares in her life? And every time she speaks up, you say she's disturbing your peace. Of course she is. Nigga, you cheating. You ain't available. You don't validate her. When you say you want a woman to be your peace, you mean you want a woman that don't speak up for herself.
He definitely panders to women a lot.
Stop letting men come in and out, in and out, in and out of your life. How many times have you let the same man re-hurt you?
Shut the fuck up. Shut up, nigga. Pack you up. Shut up. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga.
Shout out to Will Mills for that one because I agree. Yo, pack you up, man. Keita Rose tried to pack you up a few months ago. We see how far that went. I don't know what's going on because I haven't really been keeping up with tonight's conversation since Keita left and Trip left. But you know what? To each his own. If Ace is still able to make the money off of putting on great productions for people who are willing to pay to see them in person, more power to them. But other than that, that pandering shit gotta go, bruh. Like, I think at a certain point, man, a lot of the panderers need to not only cater to their female audience by telling them what they want to hear, they also need to cater to their female audience by telling them the truth about many things. Be realistic when it comes to many things, especially when it comes to relationships and what it is that they are going through or what they may need to change within themselves, you know, instead of telling them what they want to hear, actually telling them what they need to hear about themselves.
Oh, baby. No lies detected. No lies detected. No lies detected. That is 100% the truth.
Because if they're not able to hold themselves accountable, who will? I think a lot of the content creators who these women look up to and watch on a consistent basis should just hold a mirror up to some of these women every once in a while, because they'll listen to you. You already got their attention. One person who I can say has definitely done this before, it was rare, but I've seen him do it before, is the #1 panderer on this list, Mr. Derek Jackson.
Look, real quick, I want to send this out to the Instagram model that flew out to go see Future, but whenever you didn't want to have sex with him, he refused to pay for your flight and all of that. So first off, I commend you for not doing anything you're not comfortable with. And secondly, I know a lot of people calling you naive, but I don't think you are. Because we're talking about strip club anthem extraordinaire, semi-deadbeat dad, the guy that God Save Sierra from, Future. Wanted you to fly out to see him and was going to pay you $5,500 to do so. Like, what else did you think was on his mind? Crossword puzzles? Bible study? You must have thought you was going out to go see Russell Wilson or something like that. No, man. As far as relationships go, Future has trash written all over him. So no, I don't believe you walked up to a dumpster, sniffed, and got surprised that it stunk. You ain't naive. You thought you was going to finesse some easy money or some easy clout with these fake standards and painting him as a villain nobody else knew about. No, we all knew, and so did you. You played yourself.
Now, we all remember what it is that he went through years ago. And you would think that after everybody found out that he was cheating on his wife, that he lost an entire following of people. But no, there's still many women who follow him, many women who still eat up his content and just gush all over him.
Derek Jackson be posting like he's not Derek Jackson, and I'm kind of obsessed with it because at the end of the day, y'all still following this man. I'm RAYCH Rach Jackson. If you don't know who Derek Jackson is, good for you. At the end of the day, this like master manipulator who cheats on his wife all the time, or was cheating on his wife, ex-wife, right? Whatever is going on there, and has you all following him for relationship advice. Don't save them. They don't want to be saved. You watched it go down. You watched her hold his hand while he was explaining how much he was cheating on him. We've seen the podcast episodes where she was off her rocker, right? Talking about, oh, I didn't like my dark-skinned daughter because it reminded me of the women he was cheating on me with. Whoa, whatever you got going on there. And you still want to hear what he has to say about how a woman should be treated? It's because he understands that it's some lonely, sad women out there that don't care what he's done. The market for lonely, sad women is massive. Like, he can post things like, ladies, actually, hold on, let me show you. The number of women who aren't interested in entertaining any man right now is shocking. Y'all really turned women all the way off. He doesn't post like he's him. He is the y'all. We watch his wife curse us when she went on live and read a curse from the Bible about the women that were talking bad about her marriage while her man was cheating. Okay? And y'all women turn him all the way off. You know what? At the end of the day, this might be a content creator lesson. Okay? Continue to post. Post the content. Because people either don't remember or don't care about Derek Jackson. And at the end of the day, he's still getting views. And I'm talking about him, so, oh my God.
The fact that Derek Jackson still creates content, proceeds to post it, and still has viewership in high numbers lets me know that y'all aren't as woke as you claim to be. That is crazy work. That's all. That's the post.
But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tapping into today's video. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Make sure to leave one. Let's have a discussion. Do you think Grits and Eggs podcast is pandering? Or do you think this is just another case of people judging an entire show based on a 90-second clip or however long it was? Let me know down below. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you click that notification bell so you never miss when we upload a new video for you. And don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this video. It's completely free to do, and it helps us out tremendously here at the channel. So my brothers, I'm not saying to go into the business of pandering, But I will say once again that I believe April Mason was right.
If you ever want to make a lot of money, join the dating industry and give women fluff.
And with that being said, you know I cannot leave without saying where you are today is a residual outcome of the thoughts you had in the past. Till next time, peace.